Okay, everybody, welcome back to an episode of Weapon Review. Today is everybody's favorite spitball shooter, the Pacifier. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, boys. It's from the Farce of Law War Bond. You know I don't think too highly of that one, but let's just jump right into it. Okay, first off, armory. The same old, nothing crazy. You got your muzzles, your grips, your scopes. Alright, let's just get the elephant out of the room, okay? This thing is not that strong. The whole gimmick is the stun rounds. Maybe that's your playstyle, maybe it isn't. I personally would recommend the supply pack for any Pacifier player because this thing eats through ammo insanely fast because it does as much damage as the sickle, which is mind-boggling to me. Laser weapon, the same as a stun round? I don't think so. Pacifier buff when, sickle buff now. That being said, it deals with standard bot chaff just fine. They don't have much health. I honestly think where this thing shines is just dealing with chaff. I feel like that really should be the gimmick of the loadout that you bring. I don't want to tell you how to play the game, but you have to have a strong loadout if you're running the Pacifier. Like, yes, it has medium armor pen. Yes, I could have brought down that gunship with it, but I'm not wasting all that ammo to try to bring down a gunship. You have to complement the weapon's strengths, which I think is also a weakness because some people don't want to do that. Some people just want to go in and not play the thinking man's spreadsheet game. They just want to go in and blow stuff up. So, here's some other footage I have showing the weapon's weaknesses. You'll see that it really is just a spitball shooter. Like, yes, I'm stunning them, but I'm just prolonging the inevitable. I want you to really pay attention to this part, okay? You'll notice it can deal with chaff, but the second I am presented with anything above chaff, my brain instinctively goes for the sidearm Talon, because it is just so much more effective. Now, you'll see we've killed one of them with a whole mag. One of them. That's unacceptable. I understand they're stun rounds, but we need to buff the weapon. As it stands, there's almost no reason to bring the Pacifier. The Liberator Concussive can do the same thing but better, and it sends them backwards with higher damage. The Pummeler does more damage. The Pacifier might be one of the worst weapons in this game. It needs some love. Okay, so for our next clips, I want to go through the strength of this weapon. Okay, here I am using it in a team support role. I'm not dropping solo with it. I'm stunning Devastator so the other players can take them out. That's where this weapon starts to shine. This is a true support weapon. But, like I said earlier, there's other weapons that do team support just so much better. I think the Pacifier is like, if you've played Vermintide 2, this is like the Foot Knight of the weapons in this game. You're not topping any scoreboards with this sucker, but people appreciate the help you give. But again, you can see it just takes so much ammo to deal with the smallest threats. So if you don't have someone actively taking care of the enemies you're stunning, and you just keep throwing rounds down range, you go through a lot of ammo. Alright, so I've been holding off on this part. Let's just get it out of the way. This is like a solid 5 out of 10 on the bot front. If it fits your playstyle, great, but I don't see any other reason to really bring it besides. I can't say I'd recommend the Pacifier to the average player. I would say maybe pick something a little more effective. Okay, so over on the squid front, I think this thing does a little better than the bot front. That's just me. I will say, since the voteless have about a 160 health pool, the Pacifier's a bit of a pain to use to eliminate enemies. Where this thing really shines is stunning Watchers. If you hit a Watcher 2 times, you've completely stopped it from calling in reinforcements. I think this is a great stealth weapon, if that's your playstyle, just hitting Watchers and making a run for it. I don't have the armor on, but I think this and the Trailblazer armor or something would be a fantastic combo. I'd recommend that to anybody. So you can see, I'm just tap firing the voteless because I'm trying to save ammo. You can also see it does okay against overseers. As long as you crack the armor, anything can kill them. Even like the regular old little sickle does fine against them. See, where this weapon's struggle really comes in is the amount of voteless that can come down range at times. You're gonna burn through your ammo fast. The Pacifier, I call it the spitball gun only because it feels like it does nothing. Okay, so here's a great example of what I was talking about with its ability to deal with chaff. You see how many rounds it takes? I'm already halfway down the mag and it's 2 enemies and I landed just about every shot. That's just not okay. I find myself switching to the Talon way more than I should, just to deal with overseers. I'd rather have a primary that can do it. You'll also notice I'm opting to not even try to deal with the Votelets because I know I'll just burn through my ammo. When your weapon feels like that, there's a problem. That's all I'm gonna say. I think the whole thing I'm repeating this whole video is this weapon needs a sincere buff, and it's getting really old that this weapon gets nothing. The last update, them giving us 5 damage to it, is an insult. Further telling me the devs don't really play this game. I refuse to believe they play this game on anything above like difficulty 4. I will give the Pacifier one thing here. Okay, I'll give it one little bit of credit. It's incredibly stable in automatic fire, especially if you get the compensator on it. It bounces just enough. Now, you'll see I did stun lock the flesh mob. That is nice. Again, does that justify bringing it to this front? I'm not so sure. I think where this thing really shines, much like the Liberator Concussive, it really is more of a team/turret support at the end of the day. I know I said that for the bot front, but it goes true for the same here. It's just more efficient to support your team and let them do the work with this weapon. Pacifier players, I think, are more so keeping the team alive versus trying to top the scoreboard with kills. Okay, here we are on the bug front. Now here's where I really think this weapon does its thing. This, combined with the hot dog, is incredibly effective on this bug front. And it doesn't matter what seed it is, Hunter seed, Bile Spewer seeds, anything. If you have the ship upgrade for extra fire, you stun them, the hot dog takes care of the rest. I think the Pacifier probably pairs well with any guard dog, but I think it's the best with the hot dog. I would say run it with the gas dog, but the gas dog kind of does the job of the Pacifier, making the bugs no factor, so give it a try if you have this. If not, I'd say try the regular guard dog. Just stun them in place and let the guard dog kill them. It's an interesting play style for sure, but I can't say it's one that is for everybody. I mean, maybe if you're the kind of guy that likes letting the guard dog do all the heavy lifting, but I feel like that takes the fun away, but that's just me. But give it a try. So what we've got here is a perfect example of this weapon doing its job. Again, you can see I've stunned the Alpha Commanders, I tried to stun the Hunters, I let the Guard Dog get some burn damage in. I stun locked the Alpha Commander completely. That's what this weapon's good for. What can I say? That's really all it's good for. It's an ammo drain on the player. You can see I've burned through most of my ammo on this life here because I don't have the supply pack. A supply pack is necessary for anybody with a Pacifier, whether you have it or a teammate has it. Okay, so coming up here, another great example of this weapon being decent with chaff. You'll see I'm able to stun Hunters, kill them quickly with headshots. As long as you hit headshots, this isn't too bad against bug chaff, but still, you can see I've already decided to opt to run away from anything above a one-hit chaff enemy. Any medium armor pen user knows, hitting like Brood Commanders and all in the face, you're doing white damage, which is half damage, so you're doing 25 damage with a Pacifier. That's... yikes. That, again, Liberty's Spitball Blaster. I will give the Pacifier one thing, as this footage has nothing to do with this compliment. I very much enjoy the sound and the look of the Pacifier. If I could get a mod that changes to like the Liberator Penetrator or something, I absolutely would. So, I'll say this. You'll notice the reinforcements haven't dropped too much on this mission because I've been trying to stick with the 2 guys here, keep the bugs away from them. Any deaths are because bug divers are just bug divers. If you know, you know. Again, it works great on Hunters. The Hunter Seed this thing excels on. This will keep them away from you. Now, a Bile Spewer Seed, sort of. You're not going to be killing the Bile Spewers too quick because of the heavy armored Carapace. So overall, let me just get it out of the way. A bug front, Not a bad weapon. Would recommend it. 6 out of 10. This weapon's never above a 6 on any front. Right, ladies and gentle divers, I think that's about it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, let me know what you think of the weapon down in the comments. I know the Pacifier has a small dedicated fan base. I tried, guys. I tried to love it. I gave it all the love I could. I tried on every front. It's just not for me. It needs a little more power for me to enjoy using. I think for the front rating, it's probably... So from best to worst, it's probably bugs, squids, bots. Understandably. That's usually how it seems to go for a lot of the weapons we're going to go through at first. Like, comment, subscribe. The series is going to keep going. I will address this right now. I know people are probably wondering. I didn't do the Killzone assault rifle. I don't plan on it. It's really just the Liberator. It is really just the Liberator with an almost drum mag with a slightly more recoil. I don't think that really deserves a review. But that's just me. If you really want it, let me know. I like the Killzone rifle. It's just... it's the Liberator. It was cool when we didn't have weapon customization yet because it was a big drum assault mag, you know, but we already have weapon customization. So that's the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, let me know what you think, and I'm out of here. Bye.